Spazzy commentary and plenty.
Yellow YouTube! Spazzy coming right at you with another commentary. Today we're playing Caitlyn in a ranked duo queue with A. We've been playing a lot of ranked lately. That's also why the commentary's been mostly AD, because that is most of what I play in ranked. Plant is right here. I got a cup of coffee. And let's do this. Alright, this is actually a great game. I'm gonna be commentating only on the gameplay. I'm gonna try and be as instructive as possible and try and point out the mistakes and the good plays in this one. So starting off straight up, we're gonna invade their jungle, get their red. Janna has warded our red, which is great. And Jarvan's gonna go gank top, unfortunately unsuccessfully. In bot lane, we have an MF Lux versus Janna Caitlyn. Now, we can poke, sure, but their poke is generally a little bit better. If Lux can hit a binding and MF will follow that up, it's gonna be so much damage, it's gonna hurt us a lot. We can return steady poke to them, but at the end of the day, they have the dominance in this lane, I'd say. So we want to farm a little bit, be a little bit careful here, and make sure that we are okay. Now, if you notice on their setup, they have both Malphite and Shen, two picks that are considered quote-unquote OP. Now, you know, guys, that I don't care much about the OP-ness of picks, but yeah, if you look at it, you know, in a clean sense, Shen, very strong global ult that really can, you know, screw up a solo queue because you're not as coordinated, you don't really know that it's up, you forget about it a lot, and then he can really turn a fight. Malphite, same thing, except in team fights, there's not much you can do about it. If it hits your AD with that ult, the AD is taking so much damage, attack speed is slowed, knocked up in the air, uncleansable, and the team can easily follow that up. So that's the reason why they are strong. They are on the opposing team, so it's a really scary setup. MF can follow up with the ultimate. Obviously, that 2 being very, very scary in combination of the rest of the CC on their team. In the jungle, they have Master Yi. Now, Master Yi is, in my opinion, not the strongest jungler in that sense. Usually, I'm not that scared of him, but he ends up having a good game. So as you see, we lost a couple of trades there. Again, I don't think we should be playing aggressively. I'm doing a decent job dodging Lux's skill shots here, so that is why I want to play aggressively. And as you guys know, if you've been watching the streams, you know that me and Ave likes to play a very, very aggressive duo queue bottom. We like to go for the risky kills, we like to engage level 2, take golems, get the early aggression going, because that usually, it just fits our playstyle a little bit. So usually when we end up in a lane where we should probably play a little bit defensive, we don't do as well. So as you saw there, we lost the trade, but in the end, Jarvan's presence there let us sort of farm this lane out. MF was kind of low. We're gonna push this lane out now. Huge minion creep wave incoming to their turret. Minion creep wave. That's a nice one. Taking a sip of that coffee. I hope you guys have got a drink for this one. It's a little bit of a long one, but I hope I've cut through some of the boring part. When I come back from lane, I have a Vamp Scepter, Health Pod, and Boots. So that's pretty nice. Pretty standard start there for me. Now MF has some more attack damage because he rushed the Dorans, he picked up a Dorans. I go in here because I dodged the skill shots, I want to go in and trade. Again, not paying attention to the minions, being very aggressive, and to my disadvantage because we lost that trade, having to chug that potion that I brought with me. Hitting a nice combo on Lux. Going in with the Janna shield. Lux is gonna flash on top of my snap trap. That's why I flash after her. I have no idea that Jarvan is incoming to help. And what I end up doing is baiting MF away from Jarvan. I die to her. She gets away because I was not paying attention to the map. I acted instinctively there and went for Lux because she flashed on top of my snap trap. I thought it would be an easy kill. Her shield saved her. I baited away MF from Jarvan. Very bad play. I had no idea that Jarvan was incoming. Map awareness is usually something that I lack on a lot, and that is generally where I have to improve right now. Janna did a good job tanking these minions, so not many of them got eaten by the turret. She's gonna clear the ward with a pink. We'll let Jarvan know that the tri-brush is cleared. He is gonna come back in. Now he can take his time now. I usually hate when junglers come and stand in the tri-brush. He knows that it's not worth it, so he's gonna stand there and look for an opportunity. I'm gonna go in here. This time I know where Jarvan is. I'm gonna bait MF, hit my combo, follow it up. Jarvan is gonna flash in. That's a nice job. I'm able to follow it up with even more deeps, and we pick up a kill on MF. Great stuff, and that is gonna put us in a better situation to this lane that we kind of derped a little bit because I acted without knowing where Jarvan is. Jarvan is staying. Lux overstaying her welcome, going in. Very good job. Ave here uses his Monsoon to push her against the wall, give us a bit of extra CC. She steps on a little bit of a snap trappy Rooney. I pick up yet another kill. Mistake from Lux, well played from us, and we were able to push this out now. Really good start there. It was a bit of a rough start in the beginning, but now we sort of turned it. We pick up golems. I will go back and farm a little bit more because I want to get back into the lane with a BF sword right now. Now, since MF started the Dorans, BF sword will make a huge presence in this lane. Because I will have built towards that mid game. I will be there with a damage mid quicker than she will. She's gonna ult me. I'm gonna take a lot of damage because I just used my net to get to the lane quickly. And she's gonna back on a ward. I'm gonna do everything in my power to stop her here because she wants to go back and buy items. She's farmed 2 waves. She probably wanna get Vamp Scepter, preferably. Actually, so she's gonna get Brutalizer. But as you can see, I'm using everything to stop her. Akali is coming down, dodging the skill shots right there, putting a snap trap there to get some vision, trying to really pressure her and really make her unable to go back. Because right now, I am stronger than her. I don't want her, if I can, I don't want her to go back. I want to force her to stay in lane. And that's probably what I did right here. Because right now, I'm pushing the lane, letting them know that if you go back right now, you'll miss all these juicy CS coming towards your turret. And sure enough, they stay. Good for us, because now we can contest stuff. We know that bottom lane is lower in damage-wise than we are. Hit a nice combo there on Lux, doing a lot of damage. I go in here and get binded, which is bad. I flash out what I didn't have to. They burned everything. They saw Jarvan come in. They backed off. I should have just stayed, do some deeps, and that would have been better. Instead, I blew both my summoners when I didn't really have to. If I would have been more chill and analyzed the situation, knowing that Jarvan is coming in here to pressure them, I would have been K. Now the good thing here is, since they are a bit lower on damage and items, we're able to pressure them, and we're gonna make Shen use his ult from mid. This is great. This sets us up for great plays, because the thing about Shen's ultimate is that it's on a huge cooldown, and when that is down, you can make plays knowing that you won't get the fight turned by his freaking ultimate and the Shield of Death. Now, because Janna used Monsoon there, I was a bit like, that's a bit of a waste of an ultimate, but we ended up getting the Dragon without losing a single bit of HP, which means that we can go super aggressive here. I pick up a kill on MF, and Akali unfortunately goes a bit too aggressive. We could have backed off. That is going to hurt her in the end. If she would have backed off there, yes, she got a kill. If she would have backed off, she would have gone to the lane, farmed that huge minion wave that you see there in the mid lane. She would have gotten that, getting way more ahead than being dead. And that money that she would have got from that creep wave would still be probably more than a kill. Like, I don't know how much gold she picked up from that. As you saw, my net derp there, as I usually like to do on Caitlyn, I like to derp the net at least once a game. But that wouldn't have mattered. He would have killed me anyways. Super bad map awareness, again demonstrating that I had ward coverage in the river. I saw him come down, or I should have seen him come down. Didn't react on it, wanted to farm the minions. So the degree that Akali was, I was whining about Akali there, is what I put myself in a situation just like it. Now, as you see there, I don't know if you saw on the mid map, then rewind a little bit. We saw Master Yi moving towards the Drake just as our ward expired. We probably didn't do that in game. We didn't see him. Since I do so much damage right now, I'm stronger than they are in this lane. I want to go in, but Master Yi shows up, picks up the double kill, pressuring this lane like a boss. And he is doing so much damage right now that he can really do what he wants. And we were unlucky, the wards ran out, sure, but when I watched this replay, I was like, wait a minute, we saw him right there. We should have seen it right there. So you can always trace back stuff to your own mistakes. And also, a thing you can do if you want to get on the next level of map awareness is not only getting those wards out, but knowing when they expire as well. If you know that, okay, in 30 seconds I need to reward, you will play differently in lane. You won't just go aggressive because you can. Again, I'm gonna go in, aggressive on Lux because I can, I want to do the damage, but here comes Master Yi from behind. We have no vision in the jungle, he's able to do exactly what he wants. Jarvan is coming in, that's why I'm playing aggressive, but even though we pick up the kill on Master Yi, MF picks up the double kill here. So, again, Master Yi completely freaking owning us here and turning this lane in MF's favor. Janna's going to do a risky tank here, tanking this huge minion wave. It's a bit risky, but it's good. It ends up very nice because I can pick up all of these minions uncontested by the turret, so that's great. But as you can see, guys, they are playing really well, and especially Master Yi in the jungle, playing super aggressive, knowing probably, or maybe being a bit lucky, but being aggressive nonetheless, and picking up kills in bottom lane and completely turning that in their favor. Mid here, Akali is going to be a bit in a bad position. Jarvan is going to do a super nice combo. He uses his ult, locks in Yi with the damage, and gets out with his flag and drag to stop them pursue Akali. Unfortunately, she's not running top. She turns around and tries to juke and dies. A bit unfortunate, a bit too aggressive on her part in my opinion. But again, I made several mistakes myself in this game. Jarvan though, sweet combo, man. That's exactly how you want to utilize the ultimate. You can also utilize it defensively, and that's really cool to see. They pick up the dragon. We want to chase because they were a little bit bit low. But we end up going way too aggressive. Here comes Master Yi, popping that ultimate. Gonna chase after our Jarvan, who went balls deep. He's gonna run away. And I am a bit undecisive here. Like, right now, a team needs to make a decision. A team needs to know, okay, we go in or we don't. Now we're doing something in between. Like, as you can see, Jarvan's going back. No, he's not. Wait, is he? I'm going in. Wait, aren't we? And then, all of a sudden, holy crap, there's Malphite. And that's going to be a kill. And Shen's going to ult him. Luckily, Janna Monsoon is going to pop him away a little bit. So we are probably able to escape here. I'm using my net to both slow him and, you know, get some distance. But that was a demonstration of a bad synchronization within the team mindset. Like, either you go in and you go in full out, or if someone backs out, then you should back out with them. Usually that is the case in solo queue. It's really easy to see when you watch replays, like I always do, that, okay, that was a point where we should have backed out. They were right. The pings that they threw down were right. And even if they're not, like, right, even if we could pick up kills being aggressive here, we need to be aggressive together. Here I was farming bottom. We shouldn't have even fought for that mid turret. I'm gonna do my combo on MF, thinking that I will have more damage. But as you remember, she picked up kills. She is at least as strong as I am at this point. And I end up having to flash and blow all my summoners. Now that's really bad for a team fight. I'm gonna let her take red and try and help this mid. Yorick is luckily gonna get away. So we're gonna back off of this turret. I just wanted to make my presence known there so he could back off a bit more safe. But as they push out this next turret, I see they have great pushing power as well. And they're so much stronger right now. As they push out, he's gonna get hit by Lux binding. And that's just well played by Lux. A well hit binding, he was not ready for it. I guess, you know, that's the thing about Lux, man. Like, people forget how long of a range that binding is. Luckily for us, they are going to overstay their welcome. Again, talking about the Lux binding, there it is. I'm going to net to get closer, try and do as much deeps as I can. Now that was actually a good Janna ult because it saved Akali and it put it, knocked Yi into the wall, so we can keep pursuing. Unfortunately, Lux is going to F us over again. I pick up the kill, or Jarvan picks up the kill on MF, but Lux is going to bind her in the turret, use the ultimate, and she's down. Well played by Lux again. We outplayed her in lane, but she is doing the work in our team right now. Jarvan goes in. I should have followed this up with a net. I didn't have red buff, but I should still have done the damage because she is super squishy. She probably would have died, at least burned the flash earlier. But anyways, we pick up the turret. That's generally good. So we're still far behind here, but we have been able to pick up a couple of kills to retribute the fact that they've been pushing turret, winning team fights. Right now, they warded up our entire jungle. A team should be super careful at this point if you're this far behind with an initiative team like they are with Malphite and Lux and everything. You should assume that this jungle is completely warded. You should assume that they know where to go in. Like Yorick, they know where to go in right there. Good that he has his flash up. Malphite is gonna try and push him out. Yi is coming in. I'm able to not get caught in the Malphite ult. That is good, that is good. If I would have been there, I would have died. MF ult goes down, obviously, because that's how you want to combo it. Akali dies to all that AoE down there. I'm able to kite at least, do some damage, but these tanks, man, these tanks, I need a last whisper in order to do any damage to them. So I'm trying to just poke and get some damage onto Master Yi. I'm gonna ult this Malphite just to pressure him, but Shen does a nice thing, going in with his shield, neglecting that damage completely. And another surrender vote goes down. Our team is a bit demoralized. Shen does a nice flash taunt onto Yorick. I am just kiting here, keeping my max distance, able to dodge that flash slow, and just kiting, walking in between attacks. Yorick is actually ulting me. Now, in retrospect, he should have ulted himself, but I like that he did. If the team is any good, they probably would have focused me if the Yorick ulted himself. So I like when Yoricks are not selfish. So they overstayed. We managed to pick up the kills, and we're able to do Baron. This is great. This is the turnaround right here. And Lux gonna come in and try and steal that. I'm gonna secure it with my ult. Casual and easy, and that is gonna be a kill. We'll pick up the Baron. We'll go back. And I'm halfway towards my last Whisper, approximately. I just want to go back, get the last component. They're going to do a very, very risky Dragon that ends up working out, even though they could have potentially died there. Janish Monsoon is going to help them. They're going to get out. So that team fight, they sure as hell overstated their welcome again. I'm coming back in with the last Whisper now. Malphite is going to ult 3 people. Now that's a good idea, right? No. you need to ult the AD carry. Right now, I'm just able to deeps out this Muskie who's going for me. Exhaust goes down from Janna. I know that that Avion's got my back here. Now I can go in, as Akali has done some nice work, and Yorick's also done some nice work to the back lines. I can just come in here and mop up these 2 tanks with my last Whisper. And as you guys saw, again, Yorick ult was on me the entire time. Well played, Yorick. I love you for it. Even though I didn't die, I love you for it. Yeah, that's an ace. Monsoon goes down for a bit of extra HP. A was really unlucky in these couple of teamfights because he told me that his Monsoon was always down for the teamfight. And just as we finished them, it was up. We push out the inhib. Great stuff. Getting some more armor. Getting the boots so I can kite. And now we're moving in for another team fight. This is actually a good idea to go in. We are strong enough to do it right now. We don't have Baron. Jarvan is going to lock in MF, make her lose half her HP. Yi actually gets caught within turret. I'm going to secure that with my ult. I'm going to burp and flash in with my red buff, slowing all of these people, just trying to keep them here. And that is a nice combo. That's exactly how you want to do it. Malphite ult into MF ult, beautifully done. Although, since I have some armor now and Janna Monsoon is up for the first time in a team fight, we're actually going to survive it. And now it's a kiting game. I have my Bloodthirster, I have lifesteal, I am doing decent damage even though this Malphite is super tanky and he does have that halfway towards the Randuin's Omen, which is very, very hurting for me. I'm able to deep stun Lux, I'm deepsing down Malphite, and Shen is gonna try and get away. I should probably not use my Q here because it's not as good deeps as just auto-attacking. Nice ward mid-team fight from Janna. Love to see that. Picking up the triple kill, picking up the ace, pushing out this top lane. I'm screaming a lot in the background because I'm so happy that we are able to win team fights. And even though Malphite actually hit his combo this time with MF, we were actually able to out-sustain it, and that is just brilliant. Because if you can do that, you know that you can win the team fights. Going to wait for the Baron. We have timers on it. Avian is good at keeping the timers of the buffs. Lux gonna do the same thing that she did last time. Go in to get that either. Try and get some vision of the Baron because they obviously didn't have it. And that's gonna be a kill for us. Another Baron. Remember, mid has been pushing this entire time. They could not contest that. Yi is top here when he shouldn't be. Like, they obviously don't have wards in their jungle, so they can't push out lanes. They can't be outside roaming, outside their Nexus walls, so to speak, if they don't have vision in the jungle. That's a very, very common solo queue mistake that you see all the time. Oh my god, poor Malphite. Missing his ultimate. I believe they are just frustrated now because they had this game in their pocket. We were able to turn the fight into our favors because they overstayed. They were too cocky. They thought they had enough damage and power to stay. Malphite obviously getting a bit annoyed, missing the ultimate, and that is just, yeah, that's a free win in a team fight basically. If he misses his ultimate, wow, that's a lot of pressure gone. And since I am decently fed, I can just deeps freely. Picking up a kill on Lux with my ultimate. A lot of ultimate kills here. I love it. And that is actually going to be game. Now it's going to be a slugfest. I have my Guardian Angel. I'm not scared of them. I have Protect and I have everyone here. And it's just, yeah, I'm going to free deeps on whoever is close enough to me. Preferably the squishies. Yeah, nice. This is actually going to be game, guys. So an incredibly entertaining solo queue game to play. You know, you love when you turn those fights. It's so frustrating being on the enemy team, but it's such a great feeling knowing that you performed well in the team fights in the end, and that is what matters. And shout out to Yi here for playing very aggressive and very well in the jungle, completely shutting down our lane. But overall, yeah, I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to rate it as you please. Feel free to add it to your favorites. You can also share it on Facebook and Twitter. If this is the first video of me you're watching, you can subscribe. I've got tons of League of Legends content on my channel for you that you can check out. And that's basically it. Today's Friday. I'm gonna go out and have a beer. I don't know about you guys. This has been Spazzy, and I am out. Dude!